Hi there, in this video we are going to see how to roll up multiple rows into one column and one row. As you see in this table, I have department number and employees, and there are 3 employees who are working in department number 10. So my requirement is here is to concatenate all the employee name into a single column and a single row along with their respective department. So in order to get this result set, we need to know stub function, for XML path and correlated subquery. So let's go to the SQL Server Management Studio. Here in this query I have joined employee table and the department table to get the department number, department name and employee name. We can retrieve this SQL query result as XML by using for XML clause. So let me write it down here. So this is the output now. This is the hyperlink, just click on it. So you will see like entire result set now we have in an XML format. So this is something that we are looking for. So let's go to our query window. Here first let's get all the department number and department name from the department table. Now see this query. Here I am getting e-name, employee names from the employee table for the department number 10. So I am taking this query and writing now correlated subquery. I will explain you guys how it works. So inner query here will always run for the department number 10. That we don't want, right? So I want it to run for each department 10, 20, 30. So it should run for each department. For that I will take this department number from the outer query. Okay. So what happens now? The outer query will take, for example, department number 10. It will come here and this inner query will run for the department number 10. The next time the outer query will take department number 20 and then the inner it will pass the 20 here and this inner query will run for the department number 20. So this is how the correlated subquery works. But right now if you see, if I run this query for the department number, for example 10, what happens? I will get the 3 rows because there are 3 employees who are working in department number 10. So here if I run this now, I will get the error because the inner query should always return one row. So let me show you. It's saying subquery returned more than one value. Take these names in a XML format. So for that we have to use for XML clause. Okay. So now the entire result set will be in an XML. So let me run this. This is what we have now. E-name is the column name and this is the value. Again e-name and the value. Okay, now why I have taken this blank string here, let me show you. I'm putting it here list. Now if I run this query, see you will see the another one element in an XML. Okay, this list and then the column name and then we have a value. So we don't need this extra element tag here. That's the reason I have taken it a blank. Okay. Now I need these names that are coming in an XML as a comma separated. So I'm saying okay, you can take as a any delimiter like semicolon, backslash, forward slash. For me just comma works fine, so I'm taking comma. I'm taking comma and I'm saying okay, I'm saying give me the list of all the employees as a comma separated list. Okay. So if I run this now, this is the value I'm getting. Keep it here now. Now we just need to get rid of this leading comma with stuff function. Let me show you guys how stuff function works. Let me take this string only, so I'm putting it here. Now I'm saying in this given string I need to replace comma, so I'm saying the position of the comma is 1, replace one character and replace that one character with the blank string. Okay, so now if I run this, I will get, now you can see I don't have that leading comma. So same thing we will do here in our query. I am saying stuff this and this. What is this inner query? This inner query is giving us this string. So I am saying in this string, start with the position 1, replace one character and replace it with the blank value. Now run this thing, and this is the output that we were looking for, right? So let me bring it here in Excel. Okay, this looks good. Now I'm giving you another example where I'm referencing the same table after giving the different alias name. So the inner table, the alias name is E, and the outer table alias name is E1. And the rest of the things are the same, guys. Run this query, I will get the duplicate records. Okay, here you can see I have the duplicate values. For department number 10, I have 3 rows. So we just need to use a group by. So I am removing this duplicate value by grouping it by department number. Okay, so let's run this. So now as you see, like, we don't have any duplicate records here. That's it for today, guys. Thanks for listening. Happy learning. Bye bye.